We live in a world where the noise is everywhere. People talk, they boast, they shout about what they're doing. But here's the truth. Most of them are not doing anything of real value. True success doesn't need a microphone or a spotlight. It's not about what you say, it's about what you do and, more importantly, what you achieve. When you work in silence, you free yourself from distractions. You don't need the approval of others. You don't need to parade your progress because success is a silent force. It doesn't need to scream to be heard. It speaks louder than words, louder than actions, because it speaks through results. There are many who shout about their goals, their dreams, their plans, but few who actually commit to the process of achieving them. When you keep your head down and focus on the work, you're building something that can't be ignored. Success, achieved through relentless dedication, will make sure the world takes notice. Imagine the difference it makes when your achievements speak for themselves. No need for validation. Your success, built on quiet perseverance, will create a ripple effect that inspires others to do the same. It will serve as proof that success doesn't depend on noise, it depends on consistency, focus, and the courage to remain silent when everyone else is speaking. The key here is simple. Let your actions echo so loudly that words become irrelevant. Let your success become the voice you never needed to find. And remember, while others may be shouting, you will be creating, building, and shaping the life you desire without saying a word. Your success will do all the talking for you. Keep working, stay focused, and trust the process. Your silence is your strength, and your success will speak volumes. Success is often glorified in loud, flashy displays, with people clamoring for attention as they chase after goals. But there is a deeper, more powerful approach to achieving greatness: working in silence. The power of silent hustle is something that many overlook, yet it is the foundation of lasting success. Working in silence means focusing on your craft, owning your skills, and making progress in the background without the need for constant external validation. It is a commitment to your own journey where your energy and efforts are spent on building something substantial, not on seeking approval from others. We are bombarded by the noise of social media, constant updates, and the pressure to broadcast every step of our progress. Many people feel the need to showcase their work to the world constantly. They want to be seen, to be acknowledged, and to be celebrated. This desire for external validation can create distractions, pulling attention away from the real work that needs to be done. However, true success doesn't need applause to thrive. The most influential people in the world have often built their empires quietly in the shadows of the spotlight, putting in the work when no one was watching. You're eliminating the unnecessary noise that clutters your mind and disrupts your focus. You shift your attention to the process rather than the outcome. It's not about telling people what you're going to do. It's about showing them through your results. The more you talk about what you want to do, the less time you spend actually doing it. Instead of telling everyone about your ambitions, focus on taking the steps needed to turn them into reality. Every hour you spend refining your skills, improving your craft, and putting in the work is a step closer to your goal. And over time, those small, consistent efforts will compound into something monumental. Working in silence also protects you from the noise of doubt and criticism. The more you share your goals, the more you open yourself up to outside opinions. These opinions may not always align with your vision, and they can easily lead to confusion or even derail your progress. When you stay focused on your work and keep your plans to yourself, you become less susceptible to the opinions of others. You protect your mental space, allowing yourself to grow without interference. This isolation in your efforts isn't about being secretive or hiding your progress. It's about keeping your energy directed toward what truly matters, your growth. There's a certain peace that comes with knowing that you don't have to answer to anyone else but yourself. When you work in silence, you can make mistakes, learn, and adapt without the pressure of having to explain your every move. It creates an environment where you can fail without fear of judgment, take risk without fear of backlash, and experiment without needing validation. This is where true growth happens. It's in the moments of solitude when you're building your future, making decisions that others may never understand, but that will ultimately lead you to your success. And here's the best part: when your success finally arrives, it will speak for itself. There's nothing more powerful than letting your results do the talking. When you've built something worthwhile, the world will take notice. No amount of boasting or showing off can match the impact of a success that was earned quietly through persistence and dedication. People will recognize your achievements not because you've told them about your journey, but because the results speak volumes. The best part is that this kind of success is sustainable. It's not based on external recognition or validation. It's rooted in real progress, built on a foundation of quiet effort. Those who work in silence often become the most successful because they understand that the real value lies in the process, not the external rewards. They are focused on growth, not on the recognition that comes with it. Their success is inevitable, not because they sought fame or glory, but because they dedicated themselves to a higher purpose. It's the quiet workers who often leave the most lasting legacies, because their success is a reflection of true value, not the need for validation. Next time you find yourself tempted to broadcast every step of your journey, remind yourself that the most powerful successes are the ones that happen in silence. Keep working, keep growing, and let your achievements do the talking. The world doesn't need to hear about your progress. It just needs to see the results. And when that happens, your success will speak louder than any words ever could. Success is not achieved by seeking external recognition. It's found in the quiet moments when you are focused on your own internal growth. When you prioritize the development of your skills, mindset, and character, you begin to build a foundation that will eventually support long-term success. This internal growth is often the difference between fleeting success and lasting greatness. The journey of self-improvement is one that requires patience, dedication, and a willingness to consistently push beyond your limits, even when no one else is watching. It's not about how others perceive you. It's about how you perceive yourself and the continuous work you put into becoming the best version of yourself. Focusing on internal growth requires a mindset shift. Rather than relying on the approval or feedback of others, you must start valuing your own progress. This means understanding that personal growth is a journey, not a destination. It's easy to get caught up in the desire for recognition, especially in a world where social media amplifies the voices of those who constantly seek attention. But the truth is, recognition can be fleeting and often doesn't equate to genuine success. External validation is only temporary, and it's unreliable when it comes to sustaining your growth. What really matters is how much you invest in improving yourself, your knowledge, your abilities, and your character. Internal growth goes beyond just developing technical skills or gaining knowledge in a specific field. It also involves the cultivation of emotional intelligence, resilience, and mental toughness. These qualities are what enable you to weather the storms of life and continue moving forward, even when faced with challenges. Building a strong mindset is essential to success, as it allows you to stay focused on your goals, even when progress seems slow or when setbacks arise. The more you work on your inner strength, the better equipped you are to handle the inevitable obstacles that will come your way. It's this internal fortitude that sets successful individuals apart from those who give up when things get tough. One of the greatest advantages of focusing on internal growth is that it fosters a sense of fulfillment that external validation cannot provide. When you invest in yourself and grow as a person, you begin to develop a deep sense of satisfaction that comes from knowing that you're becoming better each day. This sense of fulfillment is not dependent on the opinions or approval of others. It's based on the knowledge that you are doing the work, putting in the effort, and consistently improving. This internal satisfaction is more powerful and sustainable than any fleeting praise or recognition from the outside world. It provides the motivation you need to keep going, even when external rewards are few and far between. Internal growth also allows you to build confidence that comes from competence rather than comparison. When you focus on improving yourself, you stop looking at others to measure your success. You stop comparing your progress to someone else's highlight reel. This shift in perspective is liberating because it allows you to see that success is not a competition. It's a personal journey. By focusing on becoming the best version of yourself, you create a standard that is entirely your own. This allows you to measure progress based on your own values and goals, not the expectations or standards set by society, peers, or the media. Focusing on internal growth allows you to develop a level of self-reliance that is essential for long-term success. It's easy to become dependent on others for motivation or validation, but true success comes from being able to motivate yourself to keep moving forward when no one else is around to cheer you on. When you rely on external factors to drive you, you place your success in the hands of circumstances beyond your control. But when you focus on developing your inner strength, you gain the ability to push yourself regardless of external circumstances. This self-reliance is one of the cornerstones of sustained success, as it enables you to persevere and continue working toward your goals, even when the world around you seems to be falling apart. It's also important to note that internal growth doesn't happen overnight. It's a continuous process that requires commitment and persistence. Every day is an opportunity to learn, grow, and refine your skills and mindset, whether it's reading a book, learning a new skill, reflecting on your experiences, or meditating to gain clarity. These small actions add up over time and contribute to your overall development. As you continue to invest in yourself, you'll begin to notice improvements in your decision-making, problem-solving abilities, and overall effectiveness in life. The more you work on yourself, the more you become aware of your potential, and this awareness is what fuels your desire to keep going, even when the road ahead seems long. The beauty of focusing on internal growth is that it creates a sense of control over your life. Rather than waiting for the world to change or for others to validate you, you realize that your success is in your hands. You become the architect of your own destiny, and as you build yourself up from the inside, you create a foundation that is unshakable, one that will support your success no matter how high you climb. When you prioritize internal growth, you create a version of success that is lasting, authentic, and deeply fulfilling. You build a life that is not dependent on the approval or recognition of others, but on the quiet satisfaction that comes from knowing you are growing, learning, and becoming better every single day. Success isn't about being seen. It's about being the best version of yourself, regardless of who is watching. And when that happens, the world will inevitably take notice. Many people are constantly seeking validation from others, whether it's from family, friends, colleagues, or even strangers on social media. The desire for approval can become an overwhelming force. It's easy to become consumed by the need to be seen, to be praised, or to gain recognition for every step you take. But the reality is that this constant need for validation can derail your journey and shift your focus away from what truly matters: your own progress and growth. The truth is that external validation is often fleeting and unreliable. While a pat on the back or a compliment may feel good in the moment, it doesn't provide the lasting motivation and satisfaction that real success and personal development offer. When you focus too much on seeking approval from others, you allow their opinions to control your path. You start making decisions based on what others think is right or what they expect of you, rather than making choices that align with your own values and vision. This external influence can make you second guess yourself, create self-doubt, and even lead you to abandon your true aspirations in favor of pursuing something that will gain the approval of others. In the long run, this reliance on external validation only weakens your self-confidence and can stunt your growth. You become trapped in a cycle where your worth is defined by the opinions of others, and you lose sight of your personal goals. The key to overcoming the distractions of external validation is learning to trust your own judgment and recognizing that your journey is unique. Instead of seeking constant affirmation, focus on building confidence in your abilities and decisions. Understand that your path is yours alone, and while others may have their opinions, they do not define your worth or determine your success. By shifting your focus away from the need for validation, you empower yourself to make decisions that are in alignment with your own aspirations. This autonomy over your choices allows you to build a more fulfilling and meaningful life, one that is driven by your own passion and purpose rather than the opinions of others. When you stop seeking external validation, you open the door to greater self-awareness and self-acceptance. The more you rely on your own inner compass, the more you begin to understand who you truly are, what you value, and what you want to achieve. You stop looking for approval because you are no longer seeking to prove anything to anyone. Instead, you focus on fulfilling your own vision, and that vision becomes the driving force behind your actions. This shift in mindset is incredibly empowering because it frees you from the constant pressure to meet other people's expectations. You become more aligned with your true self, which leads to greater happiness, contentment, and personal satisfaction. Working in silence and staying focused on your personal growth allows you to eliminate distractions. External validation often creates noise that interferes with your ability to concentrate and make progress. The constant pressure to be seen, recognized, or applauded can pull your attention away from the work that truly matters. It can lead you to measure your success by superficial standards, such as how many likes you get on a post or how many compliments you receive from others, rather than by the real, tangible progress you make in your own life. When you focus on internal growth instead of external validation, you are able to direct your energy toward what truly moves you forward. This allows you to build a deeper connection to your goals and your purpose as you are no longer distracted by the opinions and judgments of others. The quiet moments of dedication when you are working on your craft or improving your skills are the moments that count the most. They are the building blocks of true success, and they are often the moments that go unnoticed by others. But this is where real progress is made. When you are focused on your own growth and improvement, not seeking the approval or recognition of others. The more you practice working in silence and shifting your focus away from external validation, the stronger your sense of self becomes. You start to develop resilience because you are no longer relying on others for motivation. Instead, you find your strength within yourself. You are no longer deterred by criticism, judgment, or the lack of recognition. You understand that success is not about pleasing others. It's about achieving your personal goals and becoming the person you want to be. And when you reach that point of self-sufficiency, you realize that external validation is no longer necessary. The most powerful source of validation is your own satisfaction with your work, your progress, and your commitment to your own growth. The more you focus on your internal growth and stop seeking validation from others, the more others will naturally begin to recognize your efforts. True success, achieved through consistent, quiet work, speaks for itself. People will notice your progress, your dedication, and your results without you needing to announce it to the world. And when that recognition does come, it will be genuine because it is based on the value you have created through your own efforts, not on the noise or hype surrounding your journey. Seeking external validation is a distraction that slows down your progress. It shifts your focus away from what truly matters: your growth, your goals, and your ability to create a life that is meaningful to you. When you stop looking for approval and start trusting yourself, you unlock the full potential of your success. You stop living for the applause of others and start living for the fulfillment that comes from knowing you are becoming the person you are meant to be. This inner peace and self-confidence are the true markers of success, and they are far more powerful and lasting than any external validation could ever be. Success is not just about achieving your personal goals, but also about having an impact on others and inspiring them to pursue their own dreams. When you achieve success quietly, without the need for fanfare or recognition, you create a ripple effect that can inspire and motivate others to follow in your footsteps. This ripple effect can extend far beyond your own circle, influencing people who may not even know you, but whose lives can be positively impacted by your example. True success doesn't just transform your own life, it can change the lives of others by showing them what is possible when you commit to your own growth and work in silence. Hard work and a commitment to your vision, it becomes a powerful example for others. People are often more inspired by what you do than by what you say. When they see you quietly and consistently working toward your goals, overcoming obstacles, and achieving success, they begin to believe that they too can do the same. Your journey becomes a beacon of possibility for others who may be struggling or unsure of how to reach their own goals. By working in silence, you demonstrate that success is not about seeking attention or approval. It's about following through on your commitments and making steady progress even when the road seems long. This ripple effect is not limited to those who are directly close to you. The influence of your success can spread to people in unexpected places, touching lives you may never even know about. Your example can inspire coworkers, friends, or even strangers to take action toward their own goals, knowing that success is within reach if they are willing to put in the effort. The beauty of working in silence is that the impact you have is often more profound than any words could convey. People will look at your actions and the results you have achieved, and they will be moved to pursue their own version of success, guided by your example. This creates a chain reaction of motivation and inspiration that can lead to a larger wave of positive change. Your success can inspire others to take responsibility for their own growth. It shows them that success doesn't come from relying on external circumstances or waiting for things to happen. It comes from taking action and committing to self-improvement. When others see that you have built your success through your own efforts, they are reminded that they, too, are capable of achieving greatness. Your success becomes a reminder that we all have the power to shape our own destiny through hard work, discipline, and perseverance. As you continue to work in silence and let your success speak for itself, you will notice that you are not just influencing others to take action, but you are also helping to shift the mindset of those around you. People who may have once thought success was something that happened only to a select few will begin to see that success is available to anyone who is willing to put in the effort. Your example becomes a lesson in resilience, perseverance, and self-belief. It teaches others that success is not a matter of luck or circumstance, but of making consistent, focused efforts toward a clear goal. This shift in mindset can have a profound impact on the people around you. As more individuals begin to believe in their own potential and take action toward their goals, the collective impact grows exponentially. The ripple effect of your success creates a community of individuals who are motivated to work hard, pursue their dreams, and support one another in the process. This creates an environment where success is not seen as something scarce or out of reach, but as something that can be achieved by anyone who is willing to put in the work. The beauty of this ripple effect is that it is not driven by ego or the desire for recognition. When you work in silence and let your success speak for itself, you don't need to seek attention or praise. Your actions alone are enough to inspire and motivate others. This selfless form of success is far more impactful than seeking validation from others or trying to make a name for yourself. By focusing on your own growth and allowing your success to serve as an example, you create an environment where others can thrive as well. This creates a cycle of positive reinforcement where people are encouraged to take action toward their own goals, knowing that success is within their reach. Success is not just about what you achieve for yourself, it's about the impact you have on others. By working in silence and allowing your success to speak for itself, you can inspire and motivate others to pursue their own dreams and build their own success. The ripple effect of your actions extends far beyond what you can see, creating a wave of positive change that can transform lives and communities. When you focus on your own growth and work quietly toward your goals, you become a source of inspiration that encourages others to believe in their own potential and take action toward their own success.